Week 1 of the End Zone. Let's go, baby. Let's get the show on the road. Our game of the week, Starkville and West Point, of course. It never disappoints. Columbus taking on Louisville. Coach Shorter trying to start the season off strong as always. And then Wcbi County, Shannon making the trip down to Macon to take on the Tigers. Houston taking on New Hope for yet another season. And Caledonia heading to Panther territory to take on Amory. Highlights and scores next on the End Zone.
WCBI's End Zone Show with Courtney Robb and Chris Bolton is brought to you by Wade Incorporated, Clark Beverage Group, Carl Hogan Toyota, Lost Pizza Company, and OCH Orthopedic Center.
Welcome into the End Zone, our first End Zone of the year. Of course, a big thanks to our sponsors. Have to shout them out for all they do for us. Chris, again, week 1, we're just happy to be here. We are blessed, to be here.
Blessed and highly favored.
Yes. And man, what a way to start the season off. I don't know that you could have asked for a more perfect game of the week. Honestly,
we didn't have to talk about it. We already knew it was going to be the game of the week.
I think it was in the cards for Starkville and West Point to have to face off. It was originally a week 3 matchup, but due to everything going on with COVID, unfortunately, the season was pushed back a couple of weeks, and those games earlier will not be made up. That being said, it kind of turned out in our favor because we got a fantastic game ahead of us. West Point going into the Hive. If you remember last year, West Point was able to get the win over the Jackets at home. But hey, enough talking about it. Let's see the action. Let's get to the highlights.
WCBI's High School Football Game of the Week is brought to you by Carl Hogan Toyota in Columbus.
Oh, look at that.
Look at this beauty that Carl Hogan hooked us up with to make the trip to Starkville. You got the black, you got the red.
Look at the rims.
Shiny, sparkly. Go get yourself one of those at Carl Hogan. But to the game, West Point at Starkville for our game of the week. Man, they showed out. This is the first drive for West Point. Jacoby Pate with the 81-yard, finding the end zone for the touchdown.
Too much point.
Too much point. Oh, hold up. West Point takes the lead 7-0, but Starkville answers on their first drive, right back. Altmeyer on the keeper.
Look at the wheels. Holding
it for 74 yards, ladies and gentlemen, flying into the end zone. Starkville would miss the extra point, so they're down by just a single point, 7-6 against West Point. Starkville continuing to ball, though. Altmeyer finding Stacy Robinson, and that would lead to some points. Amarian Howard plowing his way into the end zone, able to get in there. Starkville taking a 13-7 lead, and the Jackets continue to absolutely pour it on. Altmeyer finds Leroy Hollingshed for 48 yards.
Let me get your ankles.
Slipping by the defenders, finding the end zone. Starkville going up 20-7. And just seconds before the half, Altmeyer scrambling, finds the dot to his receiver. Robinson gets it, finds his way into the end zone. The extra point would be no good, and Starkville would go up 26-7 at the half. And how about this against Point City? Starkville might be Point City this evening because the Jackets got the job done in dominating fashion with a final of 40-28. So again, Chris, a fantastic showing from Starkville. You knew how good they were going to be just for the fact that Luke Altmeyer was returning this season.
When you bring back that experience at QB, it just makes everything else easier on offense.
Yeah, and head coach Chris Jones doing a good job of filling some roles for key players from last year. But let's keep it rolling. Let's get to some more action, why don't we? Oxford at Grenada. The defending 6A champs taking on Grenada. Michael Harvey going deep to Jalen Webb, who comes down with the incredible catch inside the 10. And just a few plays later, check out this play. Omar Howell going off the tackle, fumbles the ball. It's ruled a touchback. No problem, says Howell, because on the next possession, he cashes in for the first score of the game. And Oxford, again, setting the tone early this season, coming away with the win with a final of 37-20. Yeah, the state champs hopefully keeping that on. Some more scores for you. Columbus at Louisville. We should have had this game for you. I'm sorry that we don't. Some technical difficulties. But Louisville, first win of the season over Columbus with a shutout, 13-0. Tupelo at NESHOBA Central. NESHOBA Central getting their job done, 25-17. Lafayette at Horton Lake coming away with the win, 21-6 for the Commodores. New Albany at PONTOTOC, 35-38. Then Grapes coming away with the win, 38-35. Mooreville at Kossuth. Mooreville falling to Kossuth, 14-26. And how about some more action? Shannon at Noxubee County.
Noxubee County, look at the Tigers hitting the field, taking on the Raiders. Noxubee County with the ball, quarterback Rashard Rupert. He finds the wand. He gets the ball. Look at him trucking. He gets the first down. Noxubee keeping things rolling. Rupert, this time he finds Anthony Little for the snag. That's a touchdown. Noxubee going up. And Noxubee, man, look at the band getting it in.
Yeah, I mean, you got to get lit.
You got to turn up.
You got a game
turn up.
going
Look
on,
at Noxubee
Chris.
on defense, getting after it,
Ooh,
getting the sack.
Taking
That's
the man
Trevor's
down.
Hatcher. And Noxubee, they were rolling in this one. They get the win in this matchup, 39-0.
Man, Shannon. But
Keeping things rolling.
Man, it's not a bad loss
New Hope
against
taking
Noxubee
on
County.
Houston. Now we have New Hope with the ball, 4th and inches, trying to get the first, and they get stuffed. Turnover on downs. Now Houston with the ball. Reed Parker, he tosses it to Jalen Washington.
Ooh, plowing his way through. That's a
Trucking
grown man
for a
run.
nice gain. They're in the red zone. Copperwood fumbles right here when he gets hit. He's running.
Calming down.
He goes down.
Can they pull it off though?
Here's the fumble. New Hope with the recovery. But ultimately, Houston, they pull away with the dub in this matchup, 20-7.
Caledonia at Amory.
Keeping things rolling. Opening kickoff coming up right here for the Panthers. They get the ball. Braxton Griffin. All right, let me see what Braxton's going to do. Hits the outside.
Keeping it, taking it,
rolling, cut,
dodging,
juke somebody.
ducking,
Okay.
going. Where's he going? Oh,
50-yard
okay.
return to
yes,
get things rolling
nice
for the
job
Panthers.
Done. Ooh,
Hunter
launching
Jones,
this
look
one
at
and
it.
finding
Oh, it gets picked
an
off.
interception for
Darius
him.
Triplett with the pick. Caledonia rolling, got the ball right here. They fumbled the ball themselves. It was just a turnover festival for this matchup. But ultimately, Amory, they get the win in this one. The final score 44-33.
Some more action. South Pontotoc at Aberdeen this evening. Aberdeen's punter to Marcus Eubanks has the snap go over his head down to the 10-yard line, but Cody Statsy scores from 10 yards out. South Pontotoc in the lead 10-7. Chase Longman running over Aberdeen's defenders to score. South Pontotoc
He ate his steak and
up
potatoes.
17-7, and South Pontotoc coming out with the win with a final of 31-13. Coming up on the end zone, Calhoun City at Choctaw County. You know this is going to be a good day. Nothing more needs to be said. Water Valley at Baldwyn. Unfortunately, this game was canceled. Starkville Academy taking on Noxapater. We'll get to that action later coming up on the end zone. Stay with us. Welcome back to the end zone. Chris, our next game, I promise you, hey, you were there.
I was there. I saw it.
You know that it's not going to disappoint. And I think we talked beforehand. It
was
doesn't
lit.
get better than Calhoun City
Calhoun
and
City
Choctaw
taking on
County.
Choctaw. First quarter, Calhoun City with the ball. Jackson Lee dropping back. Jackson Lee putting the ball
Launching
where
on
it
a
needs to
dime.
be.
Oh
That's
my
a touchdown pass
gosh.
to Thomas Clayton in the back of the end zone. Calhoun goes up 6-0.
That is what we call an arm, my
Now
friend.
Choctaw looking to respond. Antonio Kennedy bouncing off of tacklers. Get off me. Get off me.
And I'm not stopping for you. Stop,
Yeah,
stop,
no,
stop, stop.
I'm not
Spin
going down.
move.
He gets the
Okay.
first down. Choctaw rolling with the rock. Again, Kennedy again. Now you see him, now you don't. He bounces to the outside, breaking more tackles, getting another first down.
Going in.
Choctaw, they get a touchdown on this drive, and they go on to win in this matchup. Final score, 14-12.
Man, a defensive battle between those two, but Choctaw County able to get the job done. Hatley at Nettleton for their season opener. Early in the first, Hatley fumbling, and Nettleton able to come up with the recovery. That following drive, senior quarterback David Oswald with the keeper.
Okay.
Doing what he needs to do with the keeper, too, and finding the end zone for the early lead. Nettleton's next drive, Oswald drops this dime.
that dive.
Man, it's so nice, and you absolutely love to see it. Xavier Dilworth walking that one in. Nettleton going up 14-0. And Nettleton absolutely dominating
took care of business.
with the shutout. Yeah, you could say that. 56-0, your final in that one. Some more scores for you. Water Valley and Baldwyn. Unfortunately, this game was canceled, so not able to get you that final score. But hey, plenty more of a season to go for Water Valley and Baldwyn. Belmont taking on Tishomingo County. Tishomingo County coming up with the win, 17-7. Kosciuszko, how about this one? taking on Winona at Winona.
Those Tigers.
Winona getting the job done 49-39. Ripley at Boonville. You know Mike Maddox and company are going to do good things. Boonville coming away 22-12. Some more highlights for you. Ashland at East Union. Get ready to urge it up, ladies and gentlemen, in the home opener. Second play from scrimmage, the handoff to Colton Plunk, who could go all the way. And man, oh man, does he go all the way. Finds the end zone for 7.
Gonna hear that name a lot this highlight.
Well, finds the end zone for 6. They get the extra point, so it's 7-0 for the Urchins. Ashland with the ball, but the Urchins say, hey, not so fast, Ashland. We're not letting you go anywhere. Getting a good stop on 3rd and long. They're forced to punt. And a short punt gives East Union great field possession. Rhett Johnson finds Plunk, catches the short.
Juke.
Chris
Broke
again.
tackle. Get off me.
He was plunk into the end zone, finding his way in
Plunk
there.
again.
And Chris, talk about dominating games. We've seen a lot. Again, touchdown city. East Union getting the job done with a final of 42-6.
Keeping things rolling. We go to Vardaman. Sweet potato country.
Sweet potato time. Give it to
East
me, Chris.
Webster taking on Vardaman. Second play of the game. The ball pops out. Ethan Parker scoops it. Ethan Parker scores it. He takes it to the crib. That is a 75-yard touchdown for Vardaman to get things rolling early.
You
They
love
go
to
up
see it.
7-0. Now, second possession, Chandler Hodges.
Scrambling out.
Throws a nice pass to
Finds.
Carter Flora. He gets a nice gain, puts them in scoring distance.
You got to do it. That's how you get the job done, Chris.
And then Zy Ford, he goes up the middle. That's a tutty.
Right up the gut into the end zone.
East Webster, they come away with the dub in this matchup, though. Final 55-21.
Again,
Wolves taking care of business.
Central. Yapora at French Camp.
Yapora and French Camp, I was at this matchup. We have Joshua Stevenson biting up the middle. He wants to touch. I'm not going to be denied. That's a touchdown for him. Yapora goes up 14-7. Next drive, Calvin Johnson looking to respond. He drops back, throws a dot. And Macon Bentley, he gets a snag, and he's not going to be denied. And Yapora, they go ahead and get the win in this matchup, 35-23. Thrasher taking on Okolona. 4th down for Thrasher. Okolona, they block the punt, and they recover it. And Okolona, they
Nice
go ahead
job.
to get the dub in this matchup. They win 34-6.
Noxapater at Starkville Academy.
Oh, Choctaw Central at Nanawoya. This game was from yesterday.
This game was from Thursday, and Nanawoya was able to come out and get the job done 29-13. A great start for the Warriors this season. Noxapater at Starkville Academy.
Noxapater at Starkville Academy. They win in this matchup. Starkville Academy goes up 52-26.
TCPS at Biggersville. Some more scores for you. Biggersville get the job done 46-21 against TCPS. West Lowndes at Kemper County. Kemper County coming away 33-14 with the dub. North Pontotoc at Bruce. North Pontotoc.
The Vikings
winning over the Bruce 30-13. Hamilton at Ethel. This game went into OT, ladies and gents. Hamilton getting the win 18-15. Coming up on the end zone, we have Academy action. The reigning state champs, Heritage Academy, trying to do some good things. Columbus Christian hosting Lee from Arkansas in West Alabama. You know they're always going to bring it. Highlights and scores next on the end zone.
Heritage Academy taking on Magnolia Heights, defending state champs. Heritage with the ball. Patriots quarterback Mac Howard.
Scrambling out.
Scramble with the 10-yard pass to Sam Hannon. He gets a nice gain. And then Heritage, the Patriots, they get into the end zone right here. 5-yard run by Wesley Miller.
Into the end zone he goes.
And Heritage, they come away with the victory in this matchup. Yeah, go Pats, go Pats, go.
Yeah, we clapping them on.
Final score in this one, Heritage Academy
35-21 against Magnolia Heights. Let's get to some more Academy action. Columbus Christian hosting Lee from Arkansas. Man, Lee was not a team that you wanted to mess with in this one. So both Lee and Columbus Christian were able to score on their opening possessions.
Look at the quarterback for Lee go.
But
hits the outside, couple more moves.
But Lee was just able to be the dominating force and getting the job done 60-14 against Columbus Christian. Some more scores for you. Myrtle at Marshall Academy. Marshall Academy taking that one 14-0. East Rankin at Winston Academy 42-6. Central Holmes at Winona Christian 39-8. Bensport at Hebron Christian 56-38. Calhoun Academy at West Memphis the shutout 48-0. in Evangel and Victory Christian. We don't have that score for you, but we'll have plenty more action when we come back. Stay with us. Welcome back to the end zone. It's time for West Alabama action. Berry at South Lamar. South Lamar trying to get the job done. Both teams scoring on opening possessions of this one. Look at the Stallion finding his way into the end zone. But Berry, man, was not a team you wanted to be messed with. Berry, I know that's their name, and you would think that normally others crush Berries, but I hate to say that Berry was doing the one. They were the ones crushing, because Berry, man, got a huge win against South Lamar, 40-12. South Lamar, unfortunately, still looking for their first win of the season. Some more scores for you. Lamar County at Winston County. The Bulldogs, how about this? Yeah, go off, why don't you? Lamar County, 33-26, your final for them. Some more scores for you. Sulligent at Cold Springs. The Blue Devils, man, they put up a fight, and you can tell by that final score against Cold Springs. Hey, it was an away game, so, you know, it would have been nice to get that on the road, but, you know, good sign from Sulligent that more good things are to come for them this season. They fall to Cold Springs with a final of 21-19. Gordo at Oak Grove. Gordo, Chris, I think you said might be your team out of West Alabama this year. And this
Green Wave ain't playing.
This score proves it.
No, they are playing. They scored 63 points.
63 points. That says something against Oak Grove. Not to be confused with your alma mater, Chris, but Gordo getting it done 63-12. Your final for that one. And Hubertville at Pickens County. We finally got the score. Yes, the Naders tearing through Hubertville 28-20. A great showing by Pickens County. Hey, right after this, we're going to wrap a bow on it and pick our winners of the night. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the end zone. Time to pick our wins of the night. I'm obviously going with Starkville, game of the week, taking down West Point inside the Hive and keeping that home streak alive. You love to see it. Chris,
I'm going with Knoxville.
Rolling with Wcbi County, also coming out, dominating the win. Hey, week one officially in the books. We're going to do this all again next week, so stay tuned. A great season ahead of us. We'll see you back here next Friday night on the end zone.
WCBI's End Zone Show with Courtney Robb and Chris Bolton is brought to you by Wade Incorporated, Clark Beverage Group, Carl Hogan Toyota, Lost Pizza Company, and OCH Orthopedic Center.